Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. If you've been watching my videos over the last few days, you know that my desk is now clean. I took about 20 minutes this morning to just get it a little bit tidied up. So, still got some drill shavings and stuff over around here, but anyway, for the most part, very clean. All right, just a little joke there. For those of you who haven't been watching, my desk has been a mess for the last like 3 or 4 weeks, certainly the last several videos. But anyway, today we are talking about a sheath, a simple sheath setup for a Mora Garberg. This is one of Mora's most popular designs. It is popular right now, especially because it is a full tang knife. I think it is their one and only full tang blade. And this thing is just really high quality knife. You're going to pay somewhere around, I would say, $85 to $100, depending on where you get it. Price check me, guys, if I'm wrong about that, but I think that's what I paid for mine. Comes in a stainless version like this or a carbon version, which has a blacked out blade. Both are really awesome. I don't know which one I would prefer. I'd probably just go stainless. I really like Mora's stainless stuff. But anyway, this is my Mora Garberg, and it's going to a customer named Edward. He just asked for a simple cross draw setup with a spot for a 1/2 inch by 6 inch ferro rod. What you're looking at here is a 1/2 inch by 5 inch ferro rod. This is my Uberleben 1/2 inch by 5 inch. I just threw it in there so you get an idea of what the sheath is going to look like. Obviously, you got to use your imagination. The rod is going to be a little bit longer than this, obviously 1 inch longer, and it's also obviously going to be about the same length, overall length, as the sheath itself. So fairly large fire rod, or ferro rod rather, for the size of the sheath and knife that we're dealing with. But what I would say to anybody who's kind of naysaying that is, I know it kind of looks disproportionate, but you're going to get a lot of life out of these bigger rods. You're also going to get more sparks per strike, just because they have a wider surface area. So I'm a big fan. I've only recently started using the wider ferro rods, the bigger ones. And I got to say, I'm a convert now. I really think they are superior. So as long as you have a quality ferro rod, obviously you can get a monster ferro rod that's low quality, whatever. But anyway, all right. So moving on. Obviously, we're looking at flat black. He'd asked this to carry as a cross draw, right-handed cross draw. This means it's going to ride on your left hip with the handle forward and ideally canted slightly upward so that you have a very comfortable draw as you reach across with your right hand to draw off of your left hip. How we achieve that is we mount a tech lock on it at a slight angle. The angle, you can see this is vertical, so your belt's going to be traveling through here, putting the knife at, well, why don't we just measure it? 1 second. All right, protractor. So I could be off here, but I would say that that is roughly a 20-degree angle. I think it looks pretty much in line with the 20 here. Give me your opinions down below. But I would say that's something like a 20-degree angle, which to me is a very comfortable position. Seems to be a really great angle to just kind of reach across and have it right there. You can, however, change your angle with this. So there are a couple different configuration options that you're looking at. You can change this to right or left-handed. So this ferro rod holder will detach. If you take the screws out, you can switch this over to the opposite side. You have another really interesting option with this, which is if you decide that you would like your ferro rod to ride along the spine of the sheath, you can do that as well. That's why it's so wide on the back. So if you want to, you can take this thing off, flip it right up top, and just have it ride along the spine. For me, I think I'd probably have to experiment with it, but I'm not sure which one I'd like. So I just kind of did the standard thing, which is along the edge. Another option that you've got with this is angles. So looking at the drill hole setup right now, I am currently using, here's my broken tech lock that I use as a guide plate or a stencil. Currently I'm using the 2 bottom corners to achieve this canted angle. However, if you want to, you can go perfectly horizontal like so, You can go perfectly vertical, like so. You can change to this angle. I don't know why you would, but you could. And then you also have the option of spanning from a corner to the middle on the opposite side. So you could go this angle, same angle, but you know, this hole and this hole, or this hole and this hole. Obviously you could can it back the other way, but again, why would you? So how you'd want to do that is by going through the same two holes that you'd use for a vertical or horizontal carry. What I've done here is I've spaced them ever so slightly farther apart than what is standard, which is 1.5 inches. So if you look at it right now, you can see that this one is a little bit outside of that. What that does is it allows you to actually tilt this and get aligned with that same hole. So you can find alignment through these two or through these two using the same eyelets on the sheath. It's a little bit of a cheat on the angle, but you can definitely do it. I do it all the time. So you've got several angles at your disposal there, and ferro rod, and got a nice draw on this guy. Good positive click in. It's not the loudest click. You guys know Mora. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it clicks a little louder. Mora's got rubberized handles. This one is a little bit harder than the standard. The standard one's like a soft rubber, like on a lot of their other models. The Garberg has almost like a vulcanized, like a puck or something, but you can still feel that it's got some give, so it's obviously going to be a little bit of a padded impact when it clicks in. So anyway, all right guys, that's what I got for you. Very simple setup, but simple is oftentimes better. So let me know what you think of this down below. Tell me what you think of the Mora Garberg. I haven't done a lot of these lately. It seemed like, I feel like last year I did probably a dozen or more. I got a lot of requests for the Garberg in terms of, you know, this versus other knives. But this year, I think this might only be like the second or third one I've done. It's already mid-September, so I don't know. Maybe it lost a little bit of its momentum on sales or on Kydex work or something. But all right guys, that's what I got for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Stick around for the next one. God bless.